Hello everyone, welcome to AdiTrade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty levels for Monday. What I have opened here is the Banknifty chart, the daily Banknifty chart. We had a nice bullish candle on Friday. It was a very strong candle. We got a move about 900 points, and most importantly, we have broken out of this region that I'm marking now, where previously we have taken kind of resistance 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6 days. On the daily chart we took resistance here and we have finally broken out of it with a nice bullish candle. Now in case we continue to move higher, right, the next level of resistance can come. Obviously we'll be seeing our intraday levels as well, but on the daily chart we can have this trend line, because about 2 points over here have kind of taken resistance on this trend line. So if we come until 37,900 or 38,000, we may take some resistance. And on the daily chart we have this bigger channel where the upper end of the channel, see, the price went up, came down, again went, took resistance along this channel, came down. Now we are going up. The upper end of this channel for next week is coming in around 39,000. That's a bit extended target, but nothing wrong in having things plotted in our chart, right? So this is based on the daily chart, but we have broken out of a good resistance that we had from few days. Now coming to our intraday levels, this is the 15-minute chart of Bank Nifty. See, though we had a nice bullish move on Friday, this gap that we are tracking from when this war news started is still not filled. That is between 37,300 until 36,700. This was a huge gap down. This was the day when the war news came in, right, about the Russia and Ukraine war. So this gap down we have still not yet filled. So when we mark this gap, as we were tracking this from quite some time, we have the upper boundary of the gap at 37,324, and this is a channel that I had shown on my yesterday analysis that exactly we have taken support here, that is on Thursday. So on Friday we might go up or break down from this channel, and we ended up going up, and the upper boundary of this channel for next week and tomorrow will come around the same price, that is 37,400, along this area. So on Monday we'll have to be careful how the price reacts at this point when this gap is filled at 37,300, and the next resistance, if this gap boundary is broken, the next resistance can come along this trend line, this channel trend line, and this orange shaded area. This is again a virgin CPR from last month, so that will be around 37,500 or so. So we'll have to be pretty careful about the price at this level, 37,500. We can expect some kind of a reversal, right? In case we break out of this channel, then yeah, the bullishness will continue. But for now, if we get a gap up or a gap down, and if we come until 37,400 to 500 is where we'll have to be a little careful, because if we follow this channel, right, this pattern, we can come until here and get a small dip. So we'll have to be careful with those levels. Now what is this orange shaded area is, if I turn on the historical CPR, see, this CPR is not touched on this day when we had this huge gap down. So this can act like a virgin CPR and cause some resistance between 37,500 and 37,400. So this is where some resistance can come in. So that is with our 15-minute chart, the intraday levels that we can make use of for tomorrow. And the tomorrow CPR is a white CPR, so we could be sideways since we had this nice, on this chart, since we had this nice bullish move today, right, 1,000-point move on Monday. After this nice bullish move on Monday, since we have a white CPR, we could kind of form like a flag pattern or some kind of a base, and then probably get a breakout until 36,500 or so. That's what I'm expecting. But either way, whatever happens, we'll have to trade based on the charts itself. It's just good to be prepared with all sorts of scenarios. And this chart I have only the monthly CPR enabled. The weekly CPR obviously we'll see next Monday. See, until March 31st, this is the monthly CPR, right? In all my charts, the orange, purple, orange will be the CPR, above will be resistance, below will be the support. So this is the monthly CPR chart. March 31st is done, and April 1st we have the new month that's open. We have got a lower ratio, but on the higher side, sorry, on the upper side we do have R1 we have broken the previous month high, that is 36,800, and R1 is at 38,000, right? So in case based on the monthly CPR, if we go up the next week, we can face some good resistance here, that is at 38,500. And if somebody is new to monthly CPR, I just want to show that based on how the CPR is plotted, right, it can be even done, how we see the daily CPR, it can be even done on the monthly chart. And most of the times whenever the market turns, it turns at a monthly CPR level, meaning turn is the change of trend from a downtrend to an uptrend. Now this is the March, where we were in a downtrend. We came until the S2 of CPR, and then we kind of reversed on the upside, came to the CPR level. From S2 we came until the CPR took resistance, and we tried to break this range 3 times, but the monthly CPR could not be broken easily. I'll just show a few more examples. And this is the previous month, February, where we opened at CPR, went until R1, and whatever this bullish move was there, right, it kind of turned at R1 of monthly CPR, came back to CPR, and then we broke CPR and had a down move. Obviously we won't use the monthly CPR levels for our intraday trading, but we will have it on the charts just to see. Now for example, if we get a nice bullish move until 38,100, where the monthly R1 is this red dotted line right over here, so why will we wait for more, right? We will definitely book up profits and see probably on a higher time frame if we can get some bearish signal for shorting over here. So that's how we make use of the monthly CPR. And another perfect example is this January, where we opened at the monthly CPR. This is also one of the CPR setups, where we open at the CPR at the beginning of the month or week, is also one of the setups. And in Jan we got this nice move until R1 previous day high, and it failed to hit R2, but reversed from very close to R2 after kind of making this double top. So that's how we use this monthly CPR, and we do have a level that is pretty close by. It's not far, it's about 1,800 points, right? That can be covered almost in like 2 days of, sorry, there's only about 900 points left. This can be even covered in 1 day of Banknifty move, right? So when we come here, we'll have to be careful. 38,080 is the monthly CPR level. Now looking at the Nifty chart for Monday, see, even Nifty has given a nice bullish candle. The easy next resistance for Nifty is 17,792. This line that is marked, I'll just make it a little thicker. We can definitely take some resistance here, because even previously we have taken resistance here. And above this, on a daily chart, the resistance is probably only on this trend line. We'll have to see if the black trend line that I've drawn, we'll have to see if when Nifty comes here, how the reaction will be, whether we'll be breaking this or we will reverse from here. That only the price action can tell. And looking at the intraday levels in Nifty, see, Nifty has filled one important gap that was there. It's been easily filled, that is this. We had kind of this gap pending, right, which I'm marking. So that's been filled, and this resistance is also taken out. We had a pretty good resistance over here at 17,630. Even that is taken out. Now the next significant resistance is only here, 17,796, and support on the downside is here, 17,550, and we can have some kind of a box drawn here as a support, because in case we come down we can take a good support here. I'm going to mark this in green so it can be marked as a support area. In case we come down, either 17,036, 37 can act as a good support, or this level that I marked 17,590 also can act as a good support. If we break those levels, yeah, we might see lower levels, and this is a trend line that we will have to had a trend line, yeah, from here. We will have to definitely track this trend line. This is also part of this kind of this channel, right? So even in Nifty we can kind of trace this channel. So in case this trend line breaks, right, we can get a down move again. And a smaller intraday trend line we can use is this. See, perfectly twice the price action has taken support on this trend line. So in case this black trend line, the second trend line that I've drawn, there is a possibility we'll see some dip on the downside. So these are the levels in Nifty and Bank Nifty for Monday. We'll be trading with them. So let's see if we can make some money on Monday, and thank you for watching.